Darnell Washington out of Georgia was absolutely insane. He had the third fastest short shuttle in the entire combine. The only two faster, Jackson Smith and the Jigbot of Ohio State, Julius Brents out of Kansas State. And this guy is 6'7", 264. We saw it all season long to where he wasn't even Georgia's number one tight end because Brock Bowers still has one more season of eligibility before he can even come out of the draft. But Washington, he can run through you. He can block. He can run around you. He can jump over you. And like, I'm looking at the tape from the combine and I've seen one clip like where he snags the ball out of the air as if he's catching a tennis ball, not a football, with the size of his hands. And then I see him moving the blocking sled. And it's just like, he makes it look so much easy. And then I see the other tight ends that are also participating in the combine that are struggling to move the thing 5 yards. Man, I don't think the Steelers will go here, but if you paired him with Pat Freiermuth, the matchup nightmares that you would create for opposing defensive coordinators, it got my wheels spinning. And I would just hate to see a player like Darnell Washington go to another team in the AFC North because that guy is a special, special athlete.
Here we go. Another freakish athlete, another 6'7", 270 guy who runs short shuttles faster than guys my size, the 180 size. So that's just letting you know how fast he's coming in and out the breaks. For me, when you say a short shuttle, that means how quick can you move in and out your breaks? And basically, he's unguardable. So you can be on him as soon as he come out his breaks, he's a step or two ahead of you. But it's just so impressive because he's 6'7", 270. The blocking wise, that's always a want to. And if you have been watching Georgia, yeah, he's been mostly their blocking tight end. They pass to him when they need to because they have a stud on the other side at Georgia. He probably going to be a first-round draft pick in the class of 2024 as well. But it's just like I say, Mark, for me, it was the big guys moving and how athletic the big guys was, whether they're offensive linemen, defensive linemen, the tight ends. It was just very impressive to see how them guys move effortlessly.
Like Washington's going to serve as an extension of any offensive line as well. So it's almost going to be like having a sixth offensive lineman when he's on the field and you need him to run block.
I mean, he's a double threat. Not only got a tight end who can catch and be the ultimate mismatch on the team, but he don't mind blocking as well. So that's a 1-2. That's a 1-2 punch. Because usually when you talk about tight ends, they do one or the other. Either they're gonna block real well, they can't catch, or they'll run good routes, or either they're gonna run good routes, but they really don't like blocking. For Darnell, he can do it all, and it's just very impressive. I mean, we talking about 30 pounds, close enough to 300 pounds, but a guy who can move like that, man, that's a dual threat because you're too small as a cornerback to check him, you're too small as a safety to check him, and linebackers can't run with him. So that's the ultimate mismatch if you're an offensive coordinator who would know how to use Darnell Washington.